Hello everyone, welcome to this Sims 3 house design video. So this is the first house design video in Plymouth Isle. So I've created this world completely from scratch and I've made a whole series on it. So you can check that out on my channel. You can see all the progress that's being made in this world. I'm working on a lot of community lots right now. So, all like the different rabbit holes and just other various community lots around the world are all currently in progress, so you can go check that out in the Creative World series. But this is the first house build that I'm doing in the world, and I kind of just wanted to put up something nice and simple to start off. So my original intention was to make a semi-starter home that would kind of be like for a family of like 3 Sims, like maybe 2 adults and a teen. And the limit or the amount that a family of that size gets off the, like from the beginning or like when you create them, is 19,500 simoleons. So about 3,000 more than just a single sim. So I ran into some problems pretty quickly. By the time I just finished building the entire exterior of the house, like not even getting to the interior at all, I had already like spent 30-something thousand. So I pretty quickly realized this house was not going to fall into that price range at all, and it ends up costing about 89,000 without the lot and like 91,000 including the lot. So I think this kind of proves that I cannot build inexpensive houses, but I'm going to try, because I'm going to need to build some starter homes in this world and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to build some more houses that are in a affordable price range for Sims that are just starting out, because this one is not that, but I tried. But this house is pretty small. It's 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms, and it's built on a kind of strangely sized lot. It's an 18 by 30, so it's 30 across the front here, and then it only goes 18 squares deep. So it's pretty skinny. It's like this house pretty much goes to the edges of the lot in the front and back, and it also has a garage off to one side because this is a corner property. This lot is number 64. So there will be a download link in the description below, as there always is. And if you wish to place this in your own game in Plymouth Isle, I built this house on lot 64, so you can place it there if you so choose to do that. So yeah, what else was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, right, the name of the house. The name of the house, I called it Huntington House, because the street that I built this on, I named Hunter Street. Yeah, Hunter Street. So the address of this lot is 20 Hunter Street. So instead of like just naming the houses after the addresses, because I don't really want to do that, I decided to give it a name, so I gave it Huntington House, because it's kind of similar to Hunter Street that it's built on. So I thought it was kind of fitting, And there's also a Huntington Street in Nantucket. I was looking at Google Maps, and I was just looking around, and just one of the streets there is called Huntington Street. So I thought, why not name the house Huntington House? Just kind of steal the name there. I like the name. So there you go. So yeah, this is, that is where the name came from. So anyway, here I'm just kind of still working out the structure of the house. So we have a pretty small footprint, so there's not too many rooms. There's just like a pretty simple upstairs there with just a couple bedrooms, and here I'm working on the garage. I realized I made it too narrow, which is something I've never done before, but yeah, I had to resize the garage here. But as you'll notice probably in the floor plan shots, this house is pretty much just a big rectangle. It's just a series of rectangles. It's pretty simple to recreate, I guess, if you ever want to make something like this. It's not a very complicated house, but a lot of the appearance of it is just in the details, and I think it turned out pretty well considering it's a very simple house, because I intended it to be an inexpensive house. That's why I made it pretty simple, but some things just don't come out as the way you intend them to, but I still like the way it turned out. It's a very cozy kind of house, and I think it's nice, and it's a nice good start to building some houses in Plymouth Isle. So yeah, and anyway, I think we're going to do some landscaping first. I think I kind of change up the order that I do things in here. So we're doing some landscaping right now, just some bushes, the same kind of bushes I've been using all around the world pretty much, just so it kind of blends in nicely. And also some ferns and stuff, some more bushes, and some more ferns, and some more bushes, and some more ferns. And guess what's coming up next? More bushes and more ferns. Wow, what a shocker. So yeah, just putting those all around. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for landscaping. I'm going to do some terrain painting, of course. There's a little tiny front pathway. There's also the driveway here, so Yep, not much of a driveway there. I didn't include a car in this house because I was trying to keep the cost down, but of course there is, I think you have to place, no, actually, I think you could just place the car in. I did have to place the garage door with move objects because it's a very small, tight garage, so it was like not wanting to go there because of the parking spot in there, but I think you can still place a car in there without move objects, but it should still function fine. Anyway, we're moving on now to the interior. So this is the entranceway to the house. It's pretty nice, pretty good amount of space there, but just have the staircase there, and then we have the various rooms, which we'll get to one by one, of course. So yeah, starting off here in the entrance to the house, nothing too interesting here. It's pretty much just a room with some decorations in it, but you know, putting in some wallpaper there. Over here, or behind the entrance is going to be the kitchen, and then the dining room will be adjacent to that, and then the living room is all the way at the far end of the house on the right. So yeah, that's gonna basically be the layout. It's not too complicated. Again, it's a pretty small house. So here, just putting in a couple of rugs just in the entranceway here. Also a bookshelf, just because, why not? And we'll also get in some other things like a little side table and stuff like that. So in this house, I tried to keep the amount of store content I used to a minimum. I believe I only used one store item. It's like a painting. It's in the dining room. I believe it's from Aurora Skies. And also these curtains are as a store item as well. But I think besides that, those are all the store items. So I think just the curtains and one painting. So I was just trying to keep that. Oh, actually, those plants out front might also be store items. Okay, well, I tried to some extent. I mean, that's pretty minimal amount of store items considering how many I could have used, but I was trying to keep that to a minimum in case you don't have, in case you want to download the house and don't have store items. But I did freely use expansion content, so there's a lot of expansions packs I'm sure that are required, not required, but that I used in the house. You don't have to have anything but the base game to download it though. But anyway, here I'm just putting in the wallpaper here in the dining room. I also put the same one in the living room too. And yeah, kind of like a dark gray and light gray kind of color scheme, I guess. And just a nice rug there. You know, it's a pretty simple floor. I mean, it's kind of just nice to build a pretty simple house. It's kind of refreshing. You know, it's you know, a nice straightforward house. I mean, I know that there's not anything too exciting or unique about it. You know, there's not like interesting terrain or anything like that, which is something I normally like to do. But you know, it's a pretty small lot, and I want to have some level of realism in Plymouth Isle, so that's why I have like this neighborhood. This is part of kind of the neighborhood by the school, so you know, it's kind of like a tight neighborhood of like a bunch of houses kind of close together, smaller lots, and then there's other areas of the world that have like hills and beach lots and stuff. So I was trying to have a good mix between the two, and I kind of just want to start off in this neighborhood area, so that's kind of what I did. But anyway, here just putting in some appliances. So we have the fridge there, also the oven and the sink and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of a galley style kitchen. It's a little bit more compact here, but it has access to the garage and then to a bathroom laundry room combo, which I believe is what we're going to get to next, possibly. Or I think that's the last thing we do on this floor, actually. But anyway, now we're going to move on to the living room here, which is at the end. It has two French doors in it that go out to the wraparound porch, which I thought was pretty nice. It's also a fireplace flanked by some bookshelves and a nice TV there. And we also have a couple couches here. It's not a huge room, of course. I mean, this is a pretty small house, but I think that overall it's kind of cozy, and I like the kind of like all the wood colors and stuff. I think it's kind of nice. So yeah, here's putting in a painting and a lamp there. I also put in a chess table as well, so your Sims can improve their logic skill if they want to. There's also plenty of bookshelves in the house, so they can do some learning and stuff that way as well. But also some plants and some detail items there on the coffee table. And now we're going to move on to the bathroom/laundry room combo. Oh, after we put some tile in the kitchen, of course. So doing that here, and then this is the bathroom area. So pretty simple, it's just a half bathroom. And then I also put a washer and dryer in here because there wasn't really space for a separate laundry room. So yep, this is pretty much the laundry room bathroom area. So we just got some details in here and a couple mats on the floor, and then I believe a shelf over the washer and dryer there for some details, some laundry room details, and a little tiny painting on the wall. So that's the first floor. Moving on now to the upstairs landing, and this is going to have like a small office area, nothing too over the top, but it's a nice little desk here. There's There's also going to be a computer at it or on it, and also a bookshelf as well. So it kind of works as like a makeshift study area, even though it's of course not a separate room, but I think it works pretty well. And also getting a nice painting there over the desk. So now we're going to move on to, I don't know, I think either the bathroom or one of the bedrooms. I think the bathroom. So this is the only full bathroom in the house. It has the same color scheme as the master bedroom, but of course all Sims would have to use this to take a shower if they wanted to. But it has 2 sinks in it. Also has a tub and a shower combo there, and kind of this nice black and white tile, which I thought was kind of classic looking. And yeah, so putting in some curtains and blinds on the windows there because they're kind of like right in the front of the house. And then also some other details, so some toilet paper, some hand towels, and like I think some soap I put in as well. So just all the kind of small details like that I like to include in general. So just putting those around the room, and then also some mats on the floor. So we're going to move on now to, I believe, the kids' room. So like I said, originally I intended this house to be like for 2 adults and 1 kid or teen sim. So that's kind of, this is kind of the kids' room here. So just a single bed, pretty small room, you know, but it does have a closet. Both bedrooms have a closet, so that's good. I like to have that detail in my houses. And here's putting a little lamp and a little beanbag chair, and then also some other details and toys and stuff around the room, some posters and some stuff like that. So yeah, pretty simple kids' room there. Excuse me, pretty simple kids room there. And then we're also putting in a little closet here, so just some clothes there in the closet. So there you go. And I also forgot to put some wallpaper and flooring in the master bedroom closet, so I did that off camera, don't worry, it doesn't stay unfinished. But anyway, here is the master bedroom. So it is the larger bedroom of the 2, of course, and it has a nice kind of sitting area you'll see coming along later, and then also just like a mirror and some other details and stuff. But yeah, anyway, we're pretty much only a minute away from the screenshots. This house came together pretty quickly. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you consider checking out my channel and subscribing if you like what you see. There's also some screenshots coming up after this building portion, which I hope you stick around for. It kind of gives you a better look at the house in you know, in a kind of way that's not moving around so fast. And if you want to check out the Creator World series where I made this world that I'm building in from scratch, you can check that out on my channel as well as a playlist of all the episodes of that. So if you have not yet watched any of those, you can go and do that as well. But anyway, as the final touches of this house, I just kind of finishing the garage there, recoloring these stairs, and then the last thing I do is some outdoor lighting. So yep, just doing that now, just putting in some lights here just by the doors and stuff, and then also some lights on the porches and some stuff like that. So yep, just doing that. I also put in some floor mats and I think like 1 bench on the porch. So yeah, there's the mats and there's the bench. So yeah, just a few more finishing touches like the under the roof wood that I always do, and just cleaning up some stuff, making it look kind of nice and finished off. And yeah, moving the trash can, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, hope that you enjoy the screenshots, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.
you.